Okay, the dragon name is Rhaenyra. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritika and today I am doing the another episode of House of Dragons Season 1 Episode 6. If you haven't checked out my previous reaction, go and check out after this video. I'll put that link in the description and I've made my playlist. You can go and check out my playlist. And yep, and for the uncut version of the videos, please join me on Patreon, and thanks for my Patreons to support my channel and be there. It means a lot to me. So yeah guys, and as the recap of the previous episode, we all know that in the end that Rhaenyra got married, and with Sir Lenor, his love interest, his boyfriend, got killed by the god. I forgot his name. It was the first day of the feast. It was just started and full of chaos. And I don't know like what Daemon was thinking, because Daemon killed his first wife, and what he is trying to do, like he was thinking of getting I think he was trying to get Rhaenyra on his side and like to marry her, but still his intentions are not clear, and he's such a mysterious guy, and I love his character and the way he delivers, and his acting is so good. I really don't know their names, their actual names, but yeah, I love all of the acting, and everyone was doing like perfect. It's just full of surprises, just like the Game of Thrones. And yeah guys, so let's see what will happen now. So if you like my reaction, please click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and join me on Patreon for more uncut version of the videos. So as I will be putting the full version of my video on my Patreon, so go and check out over there. And let's start. House of Dragons. Dragon. Okay. Are you breathing? Who is breathing? Who is she?
Keep breathing.
Hold a minute. Who is she?
And
She's pregnant.
push. Why? I'll take him myself.
You should remain a bed, princess.
Yes, I should. Help me dress.
How she will walk in such...
Ooh. Oh, it's coming.
The afterbirth.
Oh my god.
What did she possibly want?
Why Queen has asked her in such condition, like, oh my god. I can't imagine like
Princess,
walking in
Sir
such
Lenor,
condition.
it is a privilege to be amongst the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Lord Caswell.
If I may be of any service,
The day may yet come, my lord. Rhaenyra,
Rhaenyra?
You should be resting after your labours.
I have no doubt that you'd prefer that, Your Grace.
That's it.
Okay, all the
Carry such a cushion
characters
for the
got
princess.
grown up and like
There's no need.
changed.
Nonsense. did you say?
He'll be called Joffrey.
It's an unusual name for a Valerian.
I do believe he has his father's nose.
If you don't mind, Your Grace, your daughter has exerted herself heroically and should rest.
Whose son is this?
I think I called the midwife a cunt.
Oh.
Do keep trying, Selena.
So in the last episode, we saw that King Hand was like in really bad shape, and it's gone now.
You don't think to consult me before you name my child.
He's our child, is he not?
If any one of us is bleeding,
I deserve some say in the affairs of my own family.
no one seems so interested in our affairs, all right?
The third boy.
So Harwin wishes to be introduced to Joffrey.
Of course.
Joffrey, is it?
Father, please may I call Joffrey?
No, no, no. Back to the dragon pit for you two. As they send out a search party.
Who is he? Joffrey?
Sleep in front of the commander of the city watch. Terrible lack of respect.
A certain insolence runs in the family, I'm afraid.
The leap is already done by
The Highness.
11, 15, 20 years later.
Ciri.
So okay, they are teaching them how to like handle dragon. Yeah. Oh my god.
Si aute curios letus toleriva bagosirello vintilza.
Once they're fully bound to you, they will refuse to take instruction from any other.
Dracarys Vermax.
Dracarys. Okay, the dragon name is
Aemon, we have a surprise for you.
What is it?
Something very special.
just going to the dragon pit. Almost died. Almost.
60 rings. 2 pairs of legs on each. That's 240.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It has
she's
eyes.
Queen's daughter.
No. I don't believe it can see.
And why is that so, do you think?
It is beyond our understanding.
Have a dragon one day.
You'll have to close an eye.
I know it.
They all laughed.
You made wings for it, apparently. And a tail.
Allow them to have been so close.
Okay, those are Rhaenyra's boy.
He thought they'd happened upon
Bullying
some wild
Queen's boy.
unknown dragon alluded to the dragon pit.
Your grandsons are a menace.
They're
I have raised this matter before, and you forbade me to speak of it, so I held my tongue. To have one child like that is a mistake. To have 3 is an insult. To the throne, to you, to House Velaryon and the match you battled so hard to make for her, not to mention decency itself.
Toyand would be dire. Do not speak of this again.
Have I lost my sanity, Sir Criston? Do my senses lead me astray, or is everyone else asleep, dreaming the same woolly dream?
sometimes seems so, you're right.
That in the end, honour and decency will prevail. Me to hew to that, and to each other.
Sure.
Edmund is your brother.
Oh, he's a twat.
We are family. You may carve him about as you wish at home, but in the world, we must defend our own.
It was funny.
Do you think Rhaenyra's sons will be your playthings forever? As things stand, Rhaenyra will ascend the throne, and Jacaerys Targaryen will be her heir. You are the king's firstborn son. And what they know, what everyone in the realm knows, in their blood and in their bones, is that one day you will be our king.
Aegon will not be the king. Doesn't seem like. Taemon's dragon. Velaryon daughter. Did he marry her? You don't need anything if you have a dragon.
In our cook, Your Excellence. There's a plum cake yet to be served, which will have us fighting over the crumbs.
And before we come to blows, a toast to Aegon the Conqueror, your exalted forebear, who joined our cause against Volantis in a century of blood.
What?
I would not count myself so deserving, my Lady Lena.
So much of.
I wish to
much
offer you
happened, like,
permanent residence here in
just
Pentos.
from
This manse I would
last
gift to you
episode to this
outright, along with its farms and lands, the vineyard and the wood. The tenants would pay their tributes annually to their new Targaryen lord. You would have your freedom of the city and the harbour, as befits your royal station.
She is already having a girl.
You are considering Prince Reggio's offer.
We have a good life here. We're free to do as we please. Welcomed and feted.
And eternally guest.
Precisely. We are without responsibility. The political scheming, the endless shifting of loyalties and succession is none of ours.
They are using us.
It's refreshing
at my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death. Not that of some fat country lord.
You can touch me. You and your brother.
Christian's life was spared by by Queen. She made him her god.
I have to do better than that.
Ah. Weapons up, boy. Give your enemies no quarter.
Okay, those two are princes.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a
a
bit of your attention.
Sir
Christian. Foul play. I'll deal with him. Or a brother. Or a son.
So he is saying that he is his son.
You have laid us open to accusations of an uglier treachery.
And what treachery is that?
Don't play the fool with me, boy. Your intimacy with the Princess Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death. For you, for her, for the children.
Spun by the princess's rivals.
People have eyes, boy. Yet His Grace the King, it seems, will not accept what his eyes see. This flimsy shield alone stands between you and the headsman. The willful blindness of a father towards his child.
Milk swells the breast.
Would you mind, Sir Carlo? I would like to speak with my husband.
Of course, Princess. War is afoot again in the Stepstones, Rhaenyra. The Triarchy takes new life from its alliance with Dawn. They're waylaying.
He showed me a sack of sapphires, big as walnuts he took from a pirate estate.
After all this time, this is just what I need. A little adventure, good honest battle to enliven my blood again. He says there is a Tyroshi general there, a giant, they say.
Abandon them now to go carousing through the narrow sea, waggling his sword and winking at his sailors.
I am a knight. And a warrior. And I have played my part here faithfully for 10 years.
10 years.
I am owed
You are owed nothing. For 10 years, you have indulged yourself at court. Remain in King's Landing and at my side.
throne commanded remain by my side.
It's been 8 years, sweetling. Half of them never do, you know. Hatch.
Will they let me stay?
Who let you stay?
The Prince of Pentos.
I don't understand.
He wants you and Father. And Bela. Because you have dragons.
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. I was without one until I was 15 years.
All of a sudden, the pace of the series is like slowed down over here. It's like an interlude, just stay
Lionel
there.
has written. You would venture into the city, but instead you spend your time here, in the library, reading accounts of the same dead dragon lords whose legacy you claim has no hold on you.
Didn't know I was being so minutely observed.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I with you haunting my every move?
Life has, I know, disappointed you. Perhaps I too am not the wife you would have wished for yourself.
Lena.
It does not pain me. I have made my peace. But you are more than the statement. The man I married was more than this.
It is Lord Blackwood's contention, therefore, that the Brackens moved the boundary stones at the dead of the night and put their horses to graze in his field.
Why was this issue not brought before Lord Grover? Has he grown so feeble he cannot settle a quarrel over rocks?
I've heard tell that Lord Grover's son now rules River Run in all but name.
Well, he's also a Tully. And this remains a Tully problem.
I would agree. If we may move on, my lords.
And yet, the Brackens and the Blackwoods will use any excuse to spill each other's blood.
Sir Tyland.
We should address the latest developments in the Stepstones, my lords.
Ever be shut of that blasted place. If you ask me, I think the Blackwoods have the upper hand.
No.
We've moved on to the Stepstones, Lord Beesbury.
And the Triarchy's new alliance
Turkey's new alliance with
persuade
Dawn
them to see
wouldn't want
reason. To trust a Martell is to be disappointed.
everyone
Where,
was
I
saying
wonder, is
King
our
was
Prince
dying
Damon?
like 10
I
years
suppose I
ago,
should call
but
him
he's
king,
still
as he
there.
styled himself when he won a battle there. Once.
That was a decade ago, and he has since left the region undefended.
We have left it undefended. There should have been fortifications built. But we have been lax, and the old monster now lifts its head.
Let us be finished.
Wait. I wish to speak.
Be seated.
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen. And for any offense given by mine, I apologize. But we are one house. And long before that, we were friends. My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves, once and for all. Let them rule together.
A most judicious proposition.
Oh, Seven Hills.
My dear, a dragon's egg is a handsome gift.
The King and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly.
Be stronger for it.
Yes, husband. When I am cold in my grave.
Alicent. Alicent.
She is like totally against Rhaenyra and
Resign my position as Hand of the King.
what?
The episode in the yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself, and every fishwife in King's Landing will soon be telling the tale.
Young Harwin's outburst was unfortunate, it's true. But he's been expelled from the City Watch. That seems punishment enough.
Forgive me, Your Grace, it is not.
Okay, Harwin was his son.
For many years. Tenner's hand. Your advice has been sage, unmarked by self-interest, which stands in contrast to all others.
Queen knows. Only King doesn't know.
I cannot.
Then I cannot accept this.
My dear husband.
I said no.
If you insist, my king.
I do. You will continue in your service to the crown.
Oh.
I took the liberty of beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold.
You did wisely, Lord Larys. You had no such worry about the wine, surely.
In the last episode, he is the one who put Rhaenyra and Queen's.
It's been my duty to tell you of happenings about the castle, but tonight you know, and I do not. King had an audience with my father.
He attempted to resign his post.
Not for as much. My father cannot give unbiased counsel to the king.
It is now that I most rue the
so
absence
he's
of
the
my own
other
father.
son.
He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightower was still at hand.
You cannot say, my queen, that your father would be impartial in this matter.
No, but he would be partial to me.
You've been sentenced to death by hanging.
What do you want with us?
I am prepared to offer you mercy. If you're prepared to pay a little price.
I can't even see.
Needs to come out! Push! You must push now, my lady!
Is she going to die?
I've reached the limit of my art. The child will not come.
be a stranger when we meet again.
Like, people can see
By Raven.
that these are not
Harlan Strong, my father.
his husband's sons.
Am I a bastard?
What?
I take it he's gone.
We're finished here. We're leaving.
What of your offer, Jace and Helena?
Bring him. We need every sword we can muster.
Who are these? Ah, who's dying? Okay, this is the hand.
What are children but a weakness? A folly, a futility. Through them and us.
Where did this happen?
But for them, you surrender what you should not.
Oh my god.
They're dead.
You've heard the stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace.
I don't know.
Spoken hubris by Harren the Black as a monument to his own greatness. Blood mixed into the mortar. It is said to be a cursed place. I feel certain he will reward me when the time is right.
Whew, so he killed over there in Harren, I think that's the place. Oh my god. And later everything will become, I think it will come on Queen that she gave the orders. But let's see what will happen now as Rhaenyra left the kingdom and she went to Dragonstone, and what will Queen do? Because she is now like making the decisions and manipulating and asking like what the king should do, and King is like, in the last episode it was saying he was dying and like it's been more than a decade and still he's there. So okay. In the starting I was like, who are these people? Like I was not able to recognize, like everyone was changed. Like not everyone, just Rhaenyra and Alicent. They got changed. Okay. House of Dragon. And what Daemon will do, like why he is like seems like hiding over there, not coming up, and he is now having 2 daughters and wife is dead now. What he will do? So many questions. So let's see in the next episode, and if you haven't checked my previous episode, go and check out. I have made a playlist, you can go and check out over there, and I will be putting the uncut version of this video on my Patreon, so go and check out my Patreon and join me over there and support my channel. So, yep, check out the playlist. See you in the next video. Bye.